The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it is quite an atmosphere here in the Mexican capital. That is what greets us whenever the nation's most decorated club is playing here. So that's got things underway. Club America have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else.
Haaland! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Trossard tries to dink it through. That is a little undercooked. And it's gone back to the keeper. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, there are keepers, Peter, great keepers, and there's this man, Manuel Neuer. One of the few who can claim to have pretty much revolutionised his position, following in the steps of the great Kaiser, who some have said is the only sweeper that was better than him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Bellingham. Kimmich. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Scholes, the man we've all come to watch. Kimmich powering forward here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. Galatasaray, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. There could be trouble here. Tries a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Succumbs to the pressure. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar gets into a good position. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Very nicely done. Bellingham. Shevchenko can be a real threat inside the box. You can run onto that. Look at the chance, surely! That's another chance! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Club America are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's in a good position here. Dembele. Club America are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? That's tidy. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hakimi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Scholes. Hakimi. Gabriel. And he's quick to snatch it back. Van Dijk.
Galatasaray truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Kimmich is the team's great visionary, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Scholes. Van Basten. Now it's Shevchenko. Van Dijk makes the interception. Gabriel. Scholes stands tall and stands strong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's made its way to him. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Nicely weighted ball. There's the delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. Dembele makes a move down the right. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Galatasaray unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Galatasaray can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Some resolute defending there. Galatasaray do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
There's the crossfield ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's Dembele!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now it's Shevchenko. He's shifting through the gears here.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Upamecano. Galatasaray still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Over to the other side. Looking for the run. Dembele knocks it into space. Serginho. Scholes. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Dembele. Oh, look at the space. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yehi. Galatasaray do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Galatasaray have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Gets his head on it! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bellingham. And it's Messi. Messi. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And this is Kane. Hakimi. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shot could be on.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Bellingham has given away a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Galatasaray are down to 10 men.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Messi does really well to win the ball there. And that has left him in a heap. Van Basten. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cross from Hakimi. Kimmich tries to clear. Brilliantly cut out. And this is Scholes! Deftly away.
Cambio en el América. Número 8, número 21, número 10, número 12, número 13. Entran número 41.
Mukiele tries a cross.
Número 18.
That has been
Messi.
knocked clear.
Número 9, número 22.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's a promising position, and he's got his cross. And a header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Berbatov really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Oh, good spread. Good read, needed to be.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them
Se
to
agregan
try
3
again.
minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Kimmich. Van Dijk. And the number on the board is 3. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gabriel is there to clear. And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Bellingham, a man looking visibly quicker, palpably stronger, trending in a big way through his exploits.
Well, he really has been controlling, even dictating games, Peter, sometimes single-handedly. Doubtlessly, a lot of the play will be going through him, and I, for one, will be hoping to see his best, and I think he can produce for us here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. He's found a way through. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Aimed beyond the defence.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. And it's Mendes. Trossard. Van Dijk tries to clear, and he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And he was quick to react. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Knocks it into space. Now the ball in.
Well played and well cleared.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And we have our very first corner. Haaland! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Alexander-Arnold. Still goalless. Van Dijk. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Perisic. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Trossard looking to receive it in space. Laporte. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Perisic. Can he get it through? Yamal in acres of space out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on it, can he get away? That is ended up in no man's land. Serginho. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Haaland. Now this could be a chance. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. That is good alertness. Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. Haaland. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's been played through. Alaba. Bellingham. Kimmich. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he plays one through. Alexander-Arnold. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Great vision. Now it's Trossard. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Too long, and over the line. Serginho. Perisic. Can he latch on to this? Van Dijk. Hakimi. Pass somewhat off target. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Trossard. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please turn your attention to
Look
the
back
screen
on the first
for
45
information
minutes.
provided by the
Solid,
local police.
very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Galatasaray have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a cute ball. Trossard is wide and looking to get onto this. Getting up there! In he goes again! And he hits the net! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Galatasaray have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all...
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
It's starting to look for... Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bellingham. Good ball, good take.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kimmich kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Trossard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pass is just off target.
Trossard clearly held on to it far too long there.
And the shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And again they hit the front. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Galatasaray, Haaland! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
just cleared it out of harm's way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Serginho. Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's well positioned here. Haaland! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
The United States dragged themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, delightful ball. Now that's well seen too. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Haaland. No, that's been intercepted. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! Goal! The United States! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The United States leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
He is through here!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's intervened well there. Neymar, he's got away. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Haaland. Oh, right place, right time. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. The United States nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Looking for options for movement. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele. And he shoots! And a neat finish! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Neymar goes short. Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. No, he's not getting his way this time. They'll have to settle for that. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Haaland, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
And we come to you now with a quick
Your reflections then, Jim.
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Van Dijk did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. It's Couch! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Couch clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cerezo Osaka with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Totti plays it short. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Pass is just off target.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's on it, can he get away? Saliba goes sliding in. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Totti, he's through on goal here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's a key interception. That has been slung wide. Wan-Bissaka cuts out the pass. He is through here. Drives, getting up there! And he's stuck it away! And that for him is goal number 10. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Shoot! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Played out to the left flank. Tries to pass it through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Totti, he's got away. That is good strength. Diouf.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, what a mistake! Here's and the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Couch. Oh, easy pickings there. Out towards the flank. Quick look, then plays it in. Tries one from range. And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Caicedo certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Galatasaray do love to play that diagonal long ball, don't they, Jim?
Yeah, and the fullbacks are proving to be useful outlets for them too, Peter. The opposition could do with putting multiple bodies on them to stop the runs, but it's easier said than done, especially if the ball's hit early enough.
And it's Couch. Caicedo. And here's Trossard. Rijkaard. Now it's Totti. Hakimi. Now it's Yamal. Well, that has not gone well. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the shot! And he can thump it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Caicedo is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's found a way through. Oh, that's nice. Caicedo, just past the 40th minute mark. Great vision. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Totti. Now it's Totti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found a way through. It's Totti! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Totti goes short. He's had a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Great ball, and he's in here. Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Galatasaray will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. And he was quick to react. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Dijk. Goes long and straight. There's a sharp little ball here. Galatasaray can't breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal, and he's whipped it across. Haaland is onto this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now he's got space here. Neymar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And back to the goalkeeper. Alaba. Van Dijk. 60 minutes played. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hakimi. Kimmich. Spread out to the left. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Now it's Trossard. Nuno Mendes is wide and looking to get onto this. Conte is always scanning the pitch for targets. Kimmich looking for the run. Yamal. Hakimi has the space to scheme. Ball in towards the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting... Can he finish? Goal! Galatasaray! And the comeback is complete. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 25.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Galatasaray leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Van Dijk. Number 22. Bellingham.
Somewhat off target.
On the field. Number
Tchouaméni,
27.
someone who is excelling big time.
Number 10. Gabriel. Number 11. Tchouaméni. Number 6. Gay. Number 7. Neymar. Substitutions taking place.
Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. Bullish header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kukçu. Tchouaméni makes the interception. And it's Hakimi. Yamal finding himself in space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross deflected behind for a corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shot could be on. Oh, well played.
Galatasaray surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the...
Darwin. Nunez! Oh, brilliant from Darwin Nunez! About as smooth as it gets. It's level again. What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Tchouaméni has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. And he welcomes it in. Knocks it out wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Trossard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal wants to run onto this. Hakimi. Yamal has it in a wide position. Kukçu. And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep, and don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? Diaz gets into a good position. That's an imaginative pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Hakimi. Yamal. Oh, perfectly measured that. Hakimi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Olise. Both sides exercising caution for now. Now it's Batistuta. And that was nowhere near his best. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! And he passes it long. And here's Yamal. And it's Hakimi. Yamal.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Now it's Olise. You can run onto that. Nuno Mendes. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Cut it out. Caicedo knocks it out wide. Now it's Trossard, hangs one in, and he scores! But oh, it's offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Munoz. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Munoz. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Now it's Trossard. He is through here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Diaz. Looking for the run. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Played out to the left flank. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, sweet feet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yamal. Nuno Mendes. That's good running with the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. He's got away. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He whips it across. He's having a pop! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Caicedo cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to play him in. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Trossard. Look at the space here. Not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Galatasaray have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
It's crossed into the middle. Now it's Yamal. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Diaz. Diaz!
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
Denied by an
reglamentario.
instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Out of play for a throw. Caicedo. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Galatasaray leading by 1 at the break.
Señoras y señores,
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Galatasaray can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 10. Entrará al campo.
So the action
Número
resumes.
22.
Galatasaray definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Hakimi. Hakimi plays it in. Tacho can get it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. No way through there. Now it's Diaz. Forward it goes. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Haaland. Alaba. Oh, he's found support out wide. Trossard. And the ball is out of play. Trossard, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Trossard has it in a wide position. Nicked it back promptly. Over to the right flank. Chips it through. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's delightful. Bellingham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Yamal. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Munoz. Well read, nice interception. Tacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Galatasaray leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here, and the score is 1-0.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's picked his way through. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. Threads one in. Tacho. Looking for options for movement. Can he get it through? Trossard in acres of space out wide. And he's taking no chances there.
Galatasaray surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Short changes him with that pass. That's going wide left. Always onto this. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nuno Mendes. And it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! That has been slung wide. Munoz gets a foot in here. Mateus. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he's managed to get free. And he skips past his man. Trossard proves just a little bit too strong. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Mendes. Mendes has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Se
And he's
agrega un
undercooked
minuto
now.
al tiempo reglamentario.
The ball's gone astray. And that will be the final act. Galatasaray have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Galatasaray against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Fermin. Yamal, and it's been played through. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Alaba did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
That's a good foray he's making. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Lopez. Pedri. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Over to the right flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tchouaméni.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them...
Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Yamal.
Galatasaray really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Dembele has it in a wide position, and he's quick to get rid. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So no flag here. Kimmich cuts it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Lewandowski. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alaba is there to clear. Strokes it back. Lopez. Fermin! Brilliant from Lopez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Fermin showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's intervened well there. Pedri. Lopez. Lewandowski. Decent chance! And that is well cleared. And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Lopez. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal. Can he get away here? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. And it's Pedri. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Played out to the left flank. And he's been shifted off it. He is through here! Kimmich, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his... Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Rafinha considers his options. And that has been knocked clear. Nuno Mendes. Nice bit of trickery. Shot could be on. He's having a shot!